All right, so you're probably doing cold outreach if you're watching this video, or I don't know why you clicked on this video. um, but usually my videos, I'm just gonna give you some filler background information. I never edit my videos. I never do anything for my videos. I usually just turn on the camera and talk, and I'm probably just gonna do that as well for this video. But I'm gonna talk about something that is actually could be of value to you if you clicked on this video if you're in business. So I'm gonna go over why cold outreach sucks. I'm gonna just skim through it. I don't want to bore you guys. It's most business owners are immune to it. Just like whenever you go on TikTok or on Facebook or Instagram, you see an ad, you automatically scroll. That's kind of what business owners go through. They go through emails, calls, texts, all of it every day, and they've gone immune to just seeing cold outreach. And even these personalized approaches with Lemwarm and Lemlist that adds their name, I wouldn't even say that's personalized, because you're essentially just mass sending the same problem solution to every single business owner, and that's not personal. I mean, it's personal, but at the same time it's not personal. Cold calling is the only decent way of doing cold approach, because it's a little bit more intimate than emails or cold DMs, but even then it's low leverage because you can't really scale. You can scale, but it's super hard. It's really hard to get good cold callers. It's really hard to train good cold callers, and especially if you're going to get a VA from the Philippines, they have a heavy accent, or from Africa or some other place, they usually have heavy accents. So it's hard to actually have a good cold caller. You're throwing away dream prospects by doing cold outreach instead of looking at their problems and coming up with a specific solution for their specific problem. So, you're basically throwing away a perfectly good prospect that you might have actually been able to help by just doing a cold approach, and actually, instead of going into their business and actually looking at the problems that they have and coming up with a proper solution for their problem. So, it's pretty obvious in that case. Retention rates from clients from cold outreaches are way lower than clients from personal outreach. That's a fact. For every 150 cold touch points, you're lucky to get 3 good responses. And everyone does cold. Remove yourself from the cesspool. So basically, cold outreach, everybody does it. Every single agency, business, telemarketing agency, all these businesses are doing cold approach, and nobody actually takes the time to do personal. So now I'm going to go why personal is better. Business owners aren't used to seeing a specific email just sent to them with a picture of the specific problem and a solution to the problem that they have. So I'm going to go through what it is that I actually do, and how it is that I do it, and why it is that I do it. It's still the rough draft, and it's still in the beta version. So I'm just going to give you guys access to that just to see it, on sending them a picture, what the picture is, and why you're sending that picture. You can train VAs to look for that problem, for that specific problem that you fix in the business, and they have prior training on how to fix it, so they know what to look for. Easier to train than cold callers because the accent doesn't matter, and it's higher leverage. You can do it on a more massive scale, and you can actually track. It's easier to track than cold calls. Looking for prospects, you can fix their issues, so confidence is immediately higher. Plus, most are dream prospects because you can see what type of business they run and how they are due to prior research. So basically, you pick and choose who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with. It's you can gain something from it. So for personal outreach, you choose who it is that you want to contact, and you can see what it is that you're going to gain from them. If, of course, you want monetary, or maybe you want a mentor, or you can basically just pick and choose what it is that you want from them and why, and just personalize the approach that way. Retention rates are usually way higher with cold outreach. I feel like it's pretty obvious because you're actually building a one-to-one relationship with them, and it's just more intimate, way more intimate. For every 10 personal outreaches that you do, you should get at least 1 response with proper follow-ups and multiple touch points. So that's just what I've seen from, it's still, like I said, this is still in the beta. So from what I've seen from other people, other friends that do personal outreach, it's what I've seen, that for every 10, they get 1 response with proper touch points and proper follow-ups. So the 10-to-1 ratio is way better than the 150-to-1 ratio. And personal outreach is rare to see nowadays due to the amount of effort that you have to put into it. So removing yourself from the cesspool due to lack of it, you'll stand out. So if you do personal outreach, you're gonna stand out and you're gonna stick out to the business owner, like in their inbox. Your email is just gonna shine more, I guess. And of course, if you have multiple touch points, like you contact them through Instagram, or you, like, I wouldn't say cold call, but you call them up as well, showing them or just telling them what it is that you're doing and what their problem is. And I'm gonna go through what it is that I actually do. So this is the first email that I send them. Subject: want to get more clients, Nelson Construction, do this. So this is for a prospect of mine. Hey David, I was taking a look at your website and I saw some room for improvement. So I actually go to their website. There's this thing I'm gonna show you. PageSpeed Insights. You go to PageSpeed Insights. This is what I do. PageSpeed Insights, it's free, anybody can do it. And you type in their website and it'll analyze it. I'm not gonna go through because it usually takes a while. But it gives you performance screenshots and it tells you what's wrong with their website. And I know what I'm doing, so I know what it is that's wrong. It's usually the images are too, like for this one, the images are too large and there's too much going on and there's too much contrast and it's slow. The JavaScript is too large as well, and there's too many KPIs, and there's just a bunch of stuff that's going on that's wrong with this website. So it's 4 to 39 for the performance, which is god awful. It's fucking terrible. And since you're probably pretty busy with running a business, I went ahead and made you a new website which has optimized performance. And I actually go ahead and I make them a website, not fully, but I make them the first page of the website. And this is what it looks like for them. And the websites that I've been doing, I'm going to show you guys the other. I'll actually wait for this one. This is one of my clients' websites, the only client that I've worked with right now, since the other client that I had kind of went downhill. But anyways, I'll wait. But you go ahead and you make them a website which is optimized. If you know what you're doing and you actually know how to make websites and you're pretty decent with the technical stuff, it should rank higher. Let's see. For this one, my client, his scored a 92 on the performance, so it's actually really well optimized. 100 in SEO score, 100 best practices. So the website's overall just fantastic. So if you know what you're doing and you know what you're solving, basically that's the main thing about this. You know what the problem your client has and you know how to fix it, and you give them a step-by-step tutorial on what the problem is and how they can fix it, or even better, how you can fix it for them. So let's keep on going. It's a rough draft, but if you want to have a better look and make it more to your liking, just tell me. With a website that performs better and ranks higher in Google, more traffic will come, which in return means more clients. Your company is doing good, but it can do better. Let's have a 15-minute chat so I can tell you what you can do for free to help your company. And then the link for the page. Thank you, Mr. Nelson. Have an awesome day. And this is the second touch point. Hi, Mr. Nelson. I'm just following up after we put your company through our web check program, which tests your company's internet presence and website performance. Here are the results. And I would send them more screenshots of their performance, which in this scenario, it would be this one again, and it would be some other ones on the accessibility and the JPGs and just everything overall. And JPGs and PNGs are basically the image, because whenever you download an image from your computer, it's usually a JPG or a PNG. And the smaller megabytes, or the KBs, I think KBs are like megabytes basically. The smaller the size of the image, the better the loading process for the website. So basically you want to make the JPGs and the PNGs smaller so it optimizes the load speed. And there's a bunch of other stuff that goes into it, like for example the contrast of the colors. And I could go into detail, but I don't really want to bore you guys. But I'm just gonna go finish this up really quickly. I noticed that some parts need to be fixed. It makes it harder for clients to find your company online, which leads to loss of potential clients. Not a big deal, but it definitely can help you have an edge over your competition. The best thing is it's relatively easy to fix. I created a free document with some simple steps that will guide you through the process of making these needed improvements. And I also put some through ChatGPT. Let me show you guys. So I will put these 3 tips that they can use to optimize their website's performance, and I would give them a step-by-step on how it is that they could fix the specific problem that they face. Most people don't realize how to tweak game-changing performance if you're interested in maximizing your company's potential. So basically the same ending as the last one, just asking them to book a call, and then this is the third email. Hi, name, just checking your to get the last email. You guys can read through it. I mean, I'm not really gonna read through it since it's gonna take too much time. But anyways, for the fourth email, I haven't made it just yet. But for the fourth email, what it would be me sending them a screenshot of the page, basically a testimonial that I actually know what I'm doing. So I would send them my client's website and what it is that they could have if they were to work with us, basically a fully optimized website. And also, I actually put George Gaiman's website through this, and it was actually the best scoring website I have ever seen. And I have ran hundreds of websites through this, and George Gaiman's was the only one that has ranked perfect in mobile and perfect in basically every single desktop analysis. So, because mobile, it's super hard to rank high for the performance. Like, if you have a 60 for mobile, that's good. And George Gaiman scored like 100 on like all of them. So whoever made his website, props to him. He's really good at what he does. And yeah, so basically that's what I do. And I mean, try it, don't try it, I don't really care. I mean, feel free to do whatever you want. But I'm just gonna say that personal outreach is way better than cold outreach, especially because cold outreach is, I mean, everybody's like, it doesn't really work anymore. I mean, it does work, but you will see better results with personal outreach. I will be kind of sharing the results that I get as well from my personal outreach. And yeah, I mean, there's really much to it. You basically just look at a company's problems, you analyze the problems, you see how you can fix them, you teach them how they can fix it themselves. But most business owners don't want to fix it themselves, so they will usually ask you to fix it for them. You can fix it for them for free, or you could fix it, I mean, for a price. I would recommend for free, because usually free work gets you a longer way than paid work does. And I also see this as a chance that you can choose to work with a company that is fully structured and actually knows what they're doing, and you can ask to work under them, learn what it is that they do, learn their systems, and just basically be mentored by the owner. So the one that taught me that was Josh, so props to him. Huge shout out. I know not a lot of people watch my videos, but if whoever does watch this, I'm gonna leave his @ in the description, so you guys can check out his videos. He's really smart, so I would definitely recommend you guys just keep up with his channel, keep up with his journey. It's really impressive, because usually there's all these gurus like Iman and all these Instagram gurus that like sell you their course. And this guy doesn't sell a course. He just gives raw information and just tracks his journey. So yeah, just definitely check him out. And I think that's everything. So I don't know if you can hear me, but anyways, I just finished that video. It kind of cut off short, but the main thing that I wanted to say is that was my first time actually making a recording like that. Usually all my videos are shit. This one's probably pretty shit too, but a little bit less shitty than my other ones. But I mean, it was definitely an interesting experience making a video like that. Just showing you guys what I actually do. I probably will be making those more often. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say, but it should be everything.